Happy President's Day 2026, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We had to fight our way back here through the flood of customers in the door.
That's right. I'm feeling that we should have had like the white wigs on.
Yeah.
Hearken, sir.
Poor planning on our part.
Yeah, it doth hearken that we doth have our President's Day wigs and like the penny coat.
Right. So
the three-piece suits.
We should have looked like we were in 1776.
Well, was this an ascot, the puffy thing that people used to wear?
I think so.
Was that called an ascot?
I don't own one myself, so I'm not.
Oh, you don't? You're not professional, sir.
I own a Cabana Wear, and you own Vipers.
Yes. Vipers were not around in President's Day.
I will say that episode 2 weeks ago when you weren't here, when we had John Hockley on representing Santa Stumble Weaver Associates, he was upset because he was going to bring Vipers. Mm-hmm. Then he found out you weren't going to be on the show. He wanted to be your Viper buddy, but
yeah, my head
was not to be.
That day, my head felt like a 3 times the size of a normal basketball. And I was just like, this is what my head felt like that day. So I hope by now, at this point in February, you're past the seasonal crud in colds and coughs and starting to feel better. And we're getting closer to spring. So that's nice. But
days are getting longer.
Days are getting longer, a little sunnier, a little brighter. And we hope that our time today with you, as is always on Lancaster Connects at 2:00, we're brightening your day here with a show from Gardner's Mattress and more. So let's jump in. I'm going to talk about our mattress tip, and then we're going to highlight what we got going on for President's Day, sales, and then we're going to get into the show. And this one's important because it's all about why we do what we do here.
Let's do it.
We thought it would be a better context than just talking to you about mattresses and sales all show long. But anyway, my mattress tip for you this week is make sure whatever it is that you're investing in is complemented by the rest of the stuff you either have or will invest in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need something cooling, and I'm not going to get too long in the tooth about cooling, but just as let's say that's the thing you really feel you need and want to enjoy, make sure that your cooling cover mattress has a protector on it that can complement that feature and allow it to come through. And your sheets will allow it to come through.
That makes sense.
Meaning, if you have a cooling cover, you probably don't want to put a thick, quilted 1-inch mattress pad on top because you're not going to really feel that.
You're dissipating the effect of, Mm-hmm.
And then, 1,000 thread count sheets, while certainly a luxurious feel, are not going to be breathable and allow that cooling to come through and allow all the things that need to happen. So always consider that what you're most looking to enjoy is complemented by the rest of the system. Another way to look at it is if you're upset because you get into bed and your spouse gets into bed and the whole bed shifts, but you just want to buy a mattress only. Well, the reality is your foundations, box springs, and frame support underneath. If you've had your bed for 30 years, there's no magic weight barrier that's deflecting that weight and that stress. It's all gone down to the floor. You just don't interact with those pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And so that same movement with your new mattress on those old frame and box springs, probably still going to feel some movement. Maybe not as much, but you're just going to feel it. And you're going to be disappointed in that mattress investment.
Yeah, so often what people think about is just the mattress portion, right?
Well, it's what we interact with, and that's completely understandable.
Makes sense, right? But it is truly a system that our team can walk you through.
It is.
From start to finish.
Yep, it truly, truly is. I mean, to look at it another way, if you could look at it 2 ways. One, buying a car, but you say, I bought a new Ford truck, and I want my truck tires off my old Ford truck because they're 80,000 tires, but I got 60,000 miles left. It's not going to drive the way the demo model did. Another way is, let's say you're somebody who cooks a lot in the kitchen and you buy wonderful new pots and pans, but you're still cooking on an electric range and your burners only go at 50% of their capacity. Right. You're not going to feel great about that investment in the wonderful new pans and pots because they're just not going to transfer heat well because you don't have heat coming up through the pots and pans.
It's a great analogy.
So that's just the point we're trying to stress. Complementing features matter, and you want to make sure that whole investment works as a complete system. So yes, sir, that's what we want.
Love it.
Yeah, that's right. So on that note, with President's Day, we have got some amazing offers going on with President's Day. We have our Lancaster famous double deals.
Deal.
Right. So these are things that discounts you get to pick to maximize your savings. You can go to gardnersmattressandmore.com and /sales and see all that we have going on. And the thing I think that's important to stress here is, Ben, our team is going to do what in regards to sales and promotions?
Yeah, we will maximize savings for each individual person, because everybody's purchase is going to look potentially a little different.
Yeah.
People are interested in different sizes, different, people have different levels of purchase that they might consider, maybe guest bedroom, kid purchase, master bedroom, multiple bedrooms within the house. Some people are interested in investing in an adjustable bed that can elevate their sleep to a level that takes care of their specific sleep needs. So we will maximize the savings. That's what our double deals does. It maximizes the savings no matter how you are interested in making the purchase. And please know that our team navigates you through this process. So we will work to find the maximum discounts available. We have some vendors that have vendor promotions going on. Typically, there's a little bit of savings from some of our vendors during this holiday period, but we will maximize your savings based on how you are ready to make your investment in a new mattress.
Yep. So we'll stack where we can stack. We'll give discounts where they belong. And we're going to always just be transparent about that. And our team is tremendously adept at helping you with that. In fact, good friends of mine are on our show floor right now, and they're working with Drew, our sales. Drew, like, you can learn all about Drew when you look at our reviews.
Man, Drew is the man.
And I refer my friends and family to our team because our team is so great at helping our customers. Ben and I's job at this point is guiding this business and making impact in our community with this business. And our team is actually, I feel, better than I am at helping our guests than we are as owners of this business. And so right now that's happening. And, they're here because of the President's Day savings.
Yep. I love that. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like, we curate the products. You and I work really, really hard to
the experience.
Create a great customer experience. Like you said, our job is to help swing the door and guide the business. But yeah, I selling a mattress now is it's something I could still do, but I don't do it on a daily basis, and I feel out of my element sometimes. So our team that is their focus. And they do it so well.
Yeah,
so couldn't be prouder of each and every one of them.
I think if we were to rank it out of the 5 here that do it,
I would be 5.
You're looking at number 4 and 5 right here, and it's just a debate of who's 4 and who's 5. But it's not that we're number 1 or number 2. That's our team, and I think that's important for you to know that we are looking to overmanage your experience here. It's interesting. Disney World is. I love the marketing of Disney and the experience that Disney gives. And think about Disney. You go to Florida in the summer.
And they're excited to do so.
Right. You wake up looking forward to standing in line for hours on end, and you're sweating at 8 a.m. just walking out of your hotel. And then at 3 o'clock, like clockwork, it rains. And it's the happiest place on earth. And we love it. They overmanage your experience.
Yeah.
They know all those things. Well, we know all these things that relate to investing in a new mattress and how you feel about it, which is we're going to get into our show here now. It's why we chose the title of this one, Mission Over Pitch. And because we want to overmanage your experience. We understand there's some bad operators in our industry and we stand against them. So before we get into it, we have President's Day going on. We have our President's Day deals, but it's time to give you another deal with our Wheel O discounts. Sir?
Do I have the honors?
You have the honors. If I'm speaking in presidential ascot peacock language, spinneth doth wheels.
Yeah, I was going to say spin thy wheel, Chris.
There we go.
Where's it going to land? Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a
$100 off any purchase over $499 or more. We had that one a couple weeks ago.
That's a Mambo one. So if you're a watcher of our show this week, President's Day week, there you go. That's a good one.
All you got to do is come into Gardner's Mattress some more. We're 830 Plaza Boulevard, Lancaster, just behind Park City Mall, right next to our great neighbors, Vanscoy, Maurer, and Bass Jewelers. All you got to do is mention Lancaster Connects that you saw this wheel spin and that you qualify for $100 off any purchase over $499. That's great for kids' bed. Your kids need upgraded sleep. You've got guests coming. I don't think we're necessarily in guests coming to the house season, but think of the holidays coming up, Easter, ones where family might visit, Thanksgiving in the fall, and Christmas. Obviously, this is a great opportunity to upgrade your guest bedroom, save a little bit of money.
Well, and it's still $100 off if you're getting your mattress for yourself.
Well, that's true too.
It's that too, plus the savings that our vendors might have, and plus our savings that we have in store. So, and we're forgetting about the most part, since it's still like ugly, cold, nasty. Your purchase this month, we're going to send you on vacation.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So we have a wonderful 7-day luxury travel voucher. This is basically kind of like Costco without a membership for travel, and you get a 5-star concierge at your beck and call. So we're calling this Dream Here Escape There. Any purchase this month through March 1, $2,999 or more, we're going to give you a 7-day luxury travel voucher. So this is not a free vacation. Okay. This is unlocking 50 to 80% off on savings. It's kind of like a Burger King Whopper. You're going to travel your way where you want to go. All right.
I like that analogy.
You don't want onions on your Whopper? Just let the concierge know you don't want to be on a cruise ship. You'd rather be in a condo. We can make that happen. You're like, no, I don't want to be in a condo. I want to be on a cruise ship. Fantastic. Tomatoes on your Whopper. You get a cruise. Whichever way you want to go, right? So up to 7 days of travel, tremendous savings. We can show you examples. We've got one example. Family did a condo resort stay for the whole family and grandkids. $199 on the beach in Florida.
You can't beat that
for the week. Yeah, you can't check into a hotel and pay less than that nowadays.
And their concierge,
one night.
Their concierge helps you maximize that savings.
Yep. And
where you want to go.
Yep. And then cruise ship, same thing. Now here's the real sweet part. No blackout dates. So you travel your way. Again, Burger King, Whopper, have it your way. Burger King should pay us something for this stuff. So, is there like NIL deals for podcasters to mention other businesses? Maybe that could be a new thing for you. NIL for podcasting.
There should be.
I think Chris is going to chime in here and say, that's actually called trademark infringement, sir, and you're in deep legal trouble. Just kidding. We love Burger King. Anyway, so no blackout dates. Get to travel when you want, where you want, how you want, to wherever you'd like. Two, most importantly, probably should have said this first. No, read my lips. No timeshare presentations.
Loud and clear.
Right, like
that's always the thing. It's like free travel. It's like oh, okay, yeah.
Well, again,
one of these things,
right? It's not free travel.
Yep,
you're getting a voucher, accessing a tremendous world star travel team and company who's going to put you on a great property or a great vacation and excursion on a cruise ship. And there's going to be no timeshare presentation, and then there's going to be none of the nasty stuff like forced presentations or forced outings. Yeah. This is truly travel your way. And we've got a few dozen customers in the pipeline of this right now. It takes a little time to get some feedback, but all reports are as promised, as promoted. And understand, this resource came to us from our mentorship as business owners, from somebody who's owned a company serving consumers just like you for 20 plus years. So this is a very trusted company. We would never turn our customers over to a company we don't trust or have trust in.
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous value. And right now when it's been so cold and like, just let's get some sun in our lives.
Yeah, I love it.
If we can't make it happen here in February, you'll at least get it on your vacation.
Florida sounds nice right about now.
It does. Or like
California, wherever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So at any rate, time to get into the show. So obviously we're a little different mattress guys, right? We're here on President's Day. spending time speaking with you, talking with you about our purpose, our mission, and our values, really what our mission is. So I'll jump into our purpose here in this business, really, and it's impact our community through the power of better sleep so they're happier, more productive, and therefore individually improving those around them because they did business with us. Yeah. Right? Like that's what we're here to really do. Forward facing, out on our store, on the wall, help people live longer, healthier, more joyful lives through the power of truly restorative sleep. Sleep is one of those things our society sadly undervalues.
Yeah.
We all do it. It's about a third of our life. I understand why it's undervalued because science doesn't even quite understand it yet.
That's true.
At least not fully, completely.
Yeah.
But there's things we do know. Restores our body, lets our organs recharge, flush themselves overnight. We know when we get bad sleep because we wake up cranky. We know when we get good sleep because what happens when you get good sleep?
You wake up refreshed, ready to go.
Yeah, wake up happy, more productive. And so we know it's very powerful. And we're here through the one thing that you sleep on. It's kind of like your charging pad for your phone, right?
Mm.
You would never knowingly not plug this thing in, your cell phone device. I'm pointing to my phone if you're listening. If you knew it was at 10% and you knew going to bed, you wouldn't not plug it in, right? You'd plug it in.
You've got great analogies today.
Oh, I'm fire. So like that, and you can see the little circle, right, for the charging pad. Think of your mattress like that charging pad. And is it worthy? Is it charging your phone optimally?
Yep.
Right. To my point about complementing features, you wouldn't in the days of wireless charging, you can use a cord, but there's other easier ways. If you're a consummate traveler, you're probably going to buy luggage with charging in the luggage, right? So you do things with this device to keep it optimal. We should do things with this device called our body, our brain, our soul, our spirit, our health, and our well-being to recharge.
Yep.
And that's the way we look at it. And yeah, we are a mattress store, which the powers that be outside these four walls are trying to antiquate us. And we're here to say, no, sir, not allowed. But we're here to help you recharge through the power of great sleep. And that mattress is that charging station. It's that pad. It's that place you lie down to recharge each night.
Yeah, what's interesting about sleep, it's the same thing with eating, drinking, a lot of things that we do in life. Like you have to sleep to wake up, to accomplish the next day, and the next day, sleep is something you have to do.
Yep.
But so little effort is put into how you sleep. And that's what we're out to change. People just have a bedroom and a mattress in the bedroom, and it's like, oh, I'm tired. I got to sleep. So I'm just going to walk in here and lay down and hope that I feel better than I do now in the morning. And that's not how it works.
Yep.
It's just what people get into the habit of doing. So, to change the narrative about better sleep. I mean, it's the same as improving your nutrition, right? And improving the way your body looks and the way your body feels and, proper exercise, that kind of three-legged stool of health, right? The fitness aspect, the nutrition aspect, and sleep is the third one, that equals, positive life experiences.
You want some more analogies?
I think if I said no, you would give it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was being polite.
So yes.
But so to put this into context of sleep, like here's what it means for you. So if you were to come home today or tomorrow from Europe, 6-hour time zone difference, 6 hours of jet lag, and you were to be pulled over by a police officer, and let's say your passenger who picked you up was pulled over because they were drunk. And then you're like, well, I'll try to drive them home. And the officer's like, well, you're giving me some things. Are you sure you didn't drink? You would actually fail the the roadside test for DUI because of being 6 hours of jet lagged.
When
you have 6 hours or more of jet lag time, you're going to perform
It's as if,
that battery of tests as though you were drunk.
Yeah, that's wild to think about.
So when we start to stack a couple nights worth of sleep, that's what happens. Of poor sleep.
Yep.
That's what happens. So that's an analogy.
Yeah.
Another one, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant meltdown in the 80s. I think it was 86 to be exact. Attributed to overworked, worn out, exhausted people in the factory. They just missed key markers, and it led to a nuclear meltdown. Closer to home, about 30 miles west of here,
3 Mile Island.
3 Mile Island, same thing. The reactor getting too hot. Thankfully, we didn't have an actual meltdown, but we had an accident, again, attributed to poor sleep. You hear about drivers falling asleep. You hear about delayed reactions in car accidents. You hear unfortunate accidents in the workplace. Poor sleep, more often than not, is going to be the case.
Yep.
And so it really matters. And notwithstanding, I would never wish an accident like that on somebody to come to the realization they need a mattress.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's just take into account that we have the opportunity for a third of our day where we close our eyes and just go to sleep and let our body do its thing. Again, give it the great charging pad you would for your nice new iPhone 18 or whatever version we're on. You're on the best version of yourself right now today. And tomorrow you're on the next better version and then the next better version. But that only happens with a great mattress.
Yeah. So the encouragement is to be proactive about your sleep.
Yep.
Health and well-being.
Were those good analogies?
Perfect. They hit with me.
Did you get like goosebumps?
Goosebumps will come later in the show.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we're here to do. I mean, I hope you can feel that purpose here in our store, and we view this store as more than just you as a customer as well. Our mission as we transfer into that one, and then I'll let you talk about it. But I want to have connection to all about 600,000 people in this county. You as a customer is one of them. That's actually going to be the smallest, the second smallest audience pool, most likely. The other audience pool is through charity. So we've got customers, we've got charity, those we give mattresses to right over Ben's, both of our shoulders. Look at that, off the streets. We donate all of their mattress and sleep essentials needs like sheets and pillows and platform risers. So that'll be the second audience. So this store as a stage and a platform of good is going to be through that audience pool of charity. And then the most impactful is community, which is what we're doing right here on this show.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's my big lofty goal, right? You hear in business circles and inspiration circles, what's your big audacious goal? They call it a BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. I don't like that word. It sounds like, I don't know.
Yeah. You don't need the hairy in there.
Yeah. But that's our goal, like to use this store as a stage of connection. That's why we're 200 and I don't know how many some episodes in at this point. Every week committed to bringing you goodness in some form, showing you charity, great people helping people in our community, great businesses helping you with great information in our community. That's what we're here to do, and use this store as that platform. So those three audiences we're very focused on. You being our customers is important, but the other two are very important to us as well. And this show is that vehicle that helps us get there.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the show before. We talk about it with our team often. We talk about it in our networking circles that, we are an organization, a business that moves from transactional opportunities, obviously an investment in a new mattress, a customer's making a transaction with Gardner's Mattress and more, but taking that transaction and turning it into good, turning it into transformation. Yep. With the community in those ways that we're talking about. This podcast, Lancaster Connect, is a way for us to give back to the community, highlight great organizations and people in Lancaster impacting other lives, transforming other lives in the community. Obviously, an investment in a new mattress transforms sleep, like we just talked about, transforms health and well-being. And, every investment here goes back into supporting the community, not only with Lancaster Connects, but then, like you said, with Off the Streets, right? It's mirror effect. donating mattresses to Off the Streets helps get people into a home that they may not have had for a short or long period of time. And a mattress is that thing in the home that, again, it's essential. We talked about how sleep you do it every night, and it's important. Yep. But a house doesn't feel like a home without a good mattress to lay your head on every night. Yep. And so you just know that every purchase or every investment in a mattress here at Gardner's Mattress and More goes to supporting these great organizations that you see behind us here on the wall that we highlight on the show, and supports great organizations like Off the Streets. And that's just one organization of others that we've donated mattresses and materials to. Restart Training Ministries. I think they're on this the 2025 board. I don't know where they are on the board, but they're on the board. We donated bunk beds and mattresses to them over the summer. And we had Jaime and his team on the show last year. One of the most, really, out of 200 some episodes that we've done, one of the most impactful shows that we've been part of, and conversations. And we had the opportunity, they had the need for some bunk beds and new mattresses, and we took the opportunity to support them and their organization. So, every investment in a new mattress through Gardner's goes back to impacting the community. I think that's extremely special. Yep.
100%. So let's move into mission. And so, we want to change how people feel about buying a mattress and make it the most enjoyable, confidence-filled purchase in their entire home.
Are you saying people don't like shopping for mattresses?
Yeah, no, they don't. I referenced that earlier, right? About like how society's looking to relegate brick and mortar mattress stores on Main Street and antiquate them and get them out. And even, sadly, some of our vendors are speaking ill of folks like us, which, can you believe that? Like, first of all, who'd speak ill about us in the first place?
Right. Come on.
But then our own vendors? Like, it's, sometimes there's strange bedfellows in this industry.
Mm-hmm. And they're not calling us out specifically. It's just
more generality.
Broad, retail is bad, online is good.
Yeah.
Right.
But our goal, no pressure, no gimmicks, just expert guidance, transparent advice, and an experience so good you want to tell your friends. That's what we're here to do. In fact, we won't do it now because it's going to make banging loud noises in your ears and disrupt the show. But we actually lead our industry peer-to-peer. We coach other stores.
We do.
And we transfer our mission there is to help the broader industry change the way it does business, the way we do it. And we believe there's goodness in that. And so that's another little, did you know about Jeff and Ben here?
Yeah, I mean, there's other Lancasters out there, right? Yeah, there's other communities that need businesses to support them.
They're a bunch of weirdos. They call it Lancasters. I don't know what a Lancaster is, but here in Lancaster, we say Lancaster. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a Lancaster, Ohio, and a Lancaster, California. But here in Lancaster, we're the right Lancaster.
I mean, when I said Lancaster, it's like there's other just small communities that with I mean, there's thousands of mattress stores out there. Yep. Independent retailers just like us, and if we can encourage them to take some of the concepts that we've developed here, with the show, with our give back efforts, some of the systems and processes we have in place, and they can impact the community the way that we've been able to impact the community. We're not only impacting our special, significant community here, we're impacting maybe the world.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal. And going a little deeper in that, did you know, we so believe in it, we actually have competition to Gardner's on our list of communications we send out, our weekly newsletter.
That's true.
We have local competition on our lists, and who gain our insights and get to kind of see how we operate. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine with us. We've got some in Lancaster. We got some in York. I think Dauphin County. So that's all right. We're here to do it. We're always going to be innovating anyway. We're always going to be leading anyway. So we just see that as a good thing. If we truly believe in that mission of changing the way people feel about buying a mattress, and ultimately helping our society change the way people feel about mattress stores, we shouldn't be afraid of our competition seeing what we're doing.
That's right.
Because we're committed to that mission. And that's really important to us. It's really the driver of the purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Because if we can get customers to believe in that, then they buy into the purpose. And then they buy into, I should value sleep more. And I did invest in a nice mattress for myself, or that charging pad for my body, for my operating system. And then they value sleep a little more. And maybe they decide, you know what? I'm gonna eat better, and I'm gonna not eat this snack at 9 o'clock at night. I'm gonna take Jeff's advice and go to bed on an empty stomach and burn a couple hundred calories.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, you have to really, like, on your Peloton or your elliptical, or running around the neighborhood, like 200 calories is some work.
Yep.
I'd rather do it not doing anything. Wouldn't you?
Sleeping well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's easier work than working out. That's for sure.
Yeah. So look, we're here to change the way you feel about this purchase. And in our mission, I say the best experience for anything in your home. That's the bar I measure against. So my competition, I don't want to say I don't care what they do is not 100% true, but what they do is what they do. What we do is what we do. My competition, in my mind, for our customers, with us, the most enjoyable, confidence-filled purchase in the entire home that's my bar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's my metric, our metric, right?
Right.
So we're up against hardscaping, that beautiful backyard deck and patio that you're going to gather family around and have birthdays. And maybe you do it because your daughter is getting married, and that's where she's going to get married. So that photo is going to live in your family room forever.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to beat that company.
Yeah.
Furniture,
appliances, you name it.
The first floor remodel where you do your kitchen into your dining room, into your living room. I want to beat that experience. I want to beat, you've saved up money for years to buy your dream car.
Mm-hmm.
I want to beat that experience. Right. And those are things you show off.
Right.
You don't show your mattress off. I don't really know anybody that does.
Probably not. Not people don't run parades through their bedroom.
Not really.
No.
But that's the bar I want to meet. That's the standard I want to exceed. And that's what we're here to do. So I think when you look at our reviews, you begin to see that.
Right. And it's, saying change the way you feel about mattress stores is not just a statement. I mean, give us 30 seconds inside the door here at 830 Plaza Boulevard, and you will feel that difference. You will feel that difference immediately from our. Well, that's true. And
I mean that in a good way.
Thanks for clarifying. Yeah. I mean, our team is just, they are, we highlighted them earlier. They just know how to treat customers. It's like the golden rule, right? Treat people the way you wish to be treated yourself. And it sounds simple. But it's hard, I think, sometimes for most average retailers to accomplish that. Yep. Sometimes, businesses have overworked employees. They have employees that aren't happy where they are. And that's just not the case here. We take care of our guys. They know what our purpose and mission and our values are. It's every day they have to walk past them.
Yeah.
Right? They just truly, truly, truly care about our customers and their health and well-being. And they carry out our purpose and mission and values every single day. And again, just give us 30 seconds, 60 seconds inside the door, and you will feel the difference.
Yep.
Here.
Yep. Yeah. And to clarify what I mean by you'll smell it, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Was it like $100 a month, something like that?
Yeah. It's a little bit more, I think.
From a company called Scent Air. There's again that NIL thing. Chris, we got to get on this. So Scent Air, they send us this aroma therapy. So think of like a diffuser for your bedroom, but it's for the 8,000 square feet we have here. So it's a popped up commercial system. But people often comment, it smells so great in here. So, again, I'm looking at the barometer of all the other cool, amazing stuff you can do in your home. And when I say I'm meaning we as a team and group here. Yeah, that's what I mean when you say you'll smell the difference. You'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference. We look like a different store. We operate like a different store because we're very focused on that barometer of your joy and your experience.
Yeah.
And how you feel in making this purchase.
Yep. Love it.
And I think it transcends too. I just responded to a review. I respond to all of the reviews that come in. This one came in on Google and the customer referenced this was their 4th time purchasing from us.
Yes. That just came in recently.
I think that was maybe from Emily, if my memory serves me correct. Or it might have been Julia.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So, I mean, we only got like 608. It's kind of getting hard to remember. And that's just Google. We got Facebook ones. Facebook, unfortunately, doesn't notify us anymore.
No, they don't.
And the sad thing on the Facebook is you get so many bots. The bots have found a little wormy pathway.
Loophole.
And on the reviews, because I guess the bots realize that that's real people posting reviews anyway. But yeah, the point here, 4th time. So I want to reiterate, people purchase a mattress for themselves, the primary one, at best once every 8 to 10 years. Some people it's 12 or 15 or longer.
Or longer, yeah.
So think about that. So let's say it was even for all 4 bedrooms in the home. And you did that over the course of 10 years. We've been in this building for 15 now, 36 in the county this year.
Yep.
Think of that 4 times over 10 years, let's just say that is what that transpired. That's a long time to keep a customer happy. And
absolutely, yeah.
And I just highlight that to say, here's how we're committed to keeping you happy. Our purpose, our mission, and our values. Thank you, Chris, highlighting it. This was our 4th purchase with Gardner's. I can't really read too well from looking on the screen, but he highlighted it. You can see it. Again, everything we're saying is transparent. You can go right on our Google listing and check it out. Compare that to when the new Crumble cookie opens up in your town, or the new Chick-fil-A, or I'm trying to plug these NIL things today. I guess it's not NIL. It's what is it, like commercial endorsement?
Yeah, right.
But like think of when the new pizza shop opens up locally.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, you got to try the stuffed crust pizza or whatever.
Right. Whatever the big thing is.
And you might go there 4 times in 2 weeks.
It's true.
That's my point.
If it was a cookie, I would go like daily.
Yeah. Or let's really bring it local. Nikki's custard.
Oh my gosh.
Like as we get to like warmer and it's like good frozen dairy treats and
hands down the best cold treat in town.
What's sad is somebody's daughter works there, and I've yet to have any other samples since the day we had Nikki's custard on the show.
Right.
And
I hear you,
folks. I'm pointing to it. There is a freezer in our office where this could sit.
I hear you. She's on winter break at the moment, but yes, you are 100% correct.
And I
have easier access to.
Is it true, sir, that you could choose to drive past Nikki's custard on your way to and from the store?
It is true.
To get home?
It is true.
I rest my case.
I thought that was the next statement. Yeah.
Again, my point long-windedly here, if Nikki's custard came out with, hey, we got a spring seasonal flight of great spring flavors of custard, come in on your 5th time after 4 purchases, you get the 5th one free. A lot of people would take that up, and that's in 1 month.
Yep.
And here, again, I guess I'm patting ourselves on the back, but I'm really just trying to show where our heart and our mind is in making this purchase be the most joy-filled purchase for your whole home. And in many instances, we have customers buying more than once, twice, 3, 4 times. We have customers on their 3rd Tempur-Pedic mattress from us.
Yeah. Because
they've grown with the brand. We have customers that have referred time and time and time again. And so that's really what we're here to do. That's when we consider it win, not one. That's a one-night stand. Yep. We're not here for that.
Yep.
We're here to have a relationship and a friendship with our customers and be in your home, because we're in the most important room in your home, your bedroom.
Yep.
It's also the most private room in your home. And we respect that tremendously. So With that said, I think let's get into our values.
The values, yeah.
All right, you want to lead off?
Yeah. So, the first one is, to say it's the most important one is probably false, but integrity first, right? Say what we will do and do what we say. Businesses, there's been businesses over the years that don't operate with integrity. And from day one, we decided that this was going to be the number one core value here at Gardner's Mattress and More. You can look at our website and we lay out the process. We have a promise that these are the steps we will take you through. That is something, we do with every customer experience. Integrity is you had this from, I think, one of your family members.
My grandfather.
Yeah. You make the statement. Yeah.
Yeah. My grandfather, master carpenter. And, I was in his hip pocket as a kid in his workshop at the lumberyard he worked at all the summers as a kid growing up. He says, Jeff, I can make these cabinets out of this junk press board, he would call it.
Yeah.
Look like wood. But what if somebody had a leak in their kitchen, which is very possible, right? You got to, maybe not so much at the time, dishwashers in every kitchen, but coming on board, you had kitchens with hot and cold water faucets and all that stuff. Very possible a water leak or a fire damage. And then they would find out. They would find out that Ken Roth ripped them off. Now, I could do it, but I'm never going to do it.
Right. That's integrity.
And, he taught me integrity is what you do when no one's looking.
Yeah, I love that.
So if you bought a wood cabinet for your home from him, you got a wood cabinet. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I'm kicking myself now because there was a memories that came up in my Facebook earlier this month. I think it was February 5th. I'm an open profile, so you can just search Jeff Giagnocavo and you go see it. I forgot to share it. I wanted to share it, but I was reminded of this on this core value. A year ago this month, we had a customer that bought a massage chair, and as they bought it, we're in the midst of rolling out a promotion, and we reached back out to the customer and refunded them their sales tax proactively. And the reason why is our sales guys are right outside of this studio where we record, and we sit on the other side of the studio and affect the business of this business. And it just didn't feel right to me that as I'm building this promotion, this customer buys, and then as it goes out to the public, they've yet to have their purchase in their home. And they might feel bad about having bought too soon.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so we decided to refund their sales tax willingly, proactively.
Yeah.
And so that's just how we operate.
Yep.
So that's core value one.
That's integrity.
Number two, this going back to how we help our industry, our peers, guide and educate. Guide, don't sell. Guide, don't push. In other words, affirm. I think in this day and age, any business, any company trying to hard sell you anything, you're smart as a customer. You've got a supercomputer in your pocket. And as AI comes on board, it's even more super duper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Super duper computer in your pocket. We don't need to sell you anything. We just need to help guide you and help affirm your choices are the right choices. Back to my mattress tip. If you're focused on cooling, it's the onus is on us to remind you of the importance of that, how that's going to help you, and then just ensure you have the input and information to complement the system and make it complete. And then you're going to make that decision ultimately if it's for you, but we're going to let you know, hey, this is how it works and why you should have it. So guide and educate you, not sell you. We want to affirm. We just want you to know you're in the right place, and we're going to help guide you in the lane you're in, not put you in a different lane that serves us first. Right. And I think that's a big difference.
Yeah. Listening. A key part of what we do with every customer is listening to what the sleep needs are and making recommendations based on those sleep needs. And then ultimately it's, guiding the customer to what their body, letting their body tell them what feels most comfortable, what provides them the most relief.
If you don't feel it, you shouldn't buy it.
That's right.
Simple as that.
That's right.
There's no magic in this stuff. If you don't feel it, you shouldn't buy it. And we'll demonstrate it to you so you can feel it. And it's as simple as that.
Yep.
There's a saying in our industry, the feel is the deal. It's just what it is. Yep. It's got to feel great. Otherwise, why have it?
Well, and that's why we have a store that's 6,500 square feet at least of showroom space and have 70 plus different options. Everybody's going to have a different preference of what they think is most comfortable. And it's our goal, our job, really our responsibility to make sure that the product that you're interested in aligns with your sleep needs. Yep.
When you touched on how we curate in the about 6,500, 7,000 square feet of show space, that's number 3.
Yeah.
Is what we do in customer first curation. Curate for your benefit, not our bottom line. This is a big one. Again, we're kind of peeling back some layers of the onion here. We do about 5 times the business of a good average mattress store here. I don't say that to impress anything on you other than to say, with that kind of volume, there are financial benefits we could take. And that would yield about $250,000 to the bottom line.
From big brands.
Yeah. But, and this is a big but, by the way, a little languaging for you to improve your life. When you say but to somebody, what but really stands for is behold the ultimate truth.
Oh, interesting.
That's one of my mentors gave that to me a long time ago.
Yeah.
So when you're talking with your spouse and you're hearing them out and then you say but, everything you say after is they're going to perceive as judgment on what they said before. So say and. That's the trade out. Okay.
I like that.
So to the point here, we could take that $250,000 and we would be just like every other store that has those same brands. There wouldn't be much different. When I said a minute ago or so, the feel is the deal. How it feels, how you feel it. If you don't feel it, you shouldn't buy it. If we had all the same feels as everybody else, why would you shop with us?
Right.
And not only do we leave a significant amount of money on the table, we also have to work a lot harder to curate what we do.
We were just at the furniture market a few weeks ago.
Yep.
We spend a lot of time and thought process in determining what products are going to be the best fit for our customers.
Yeah, my stepometer in my phone said I walked like an average of 12,000 steps a day.
While we were out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's, and we go to a place that it's Las Vegas, right? There's a furniture market out there twice a year. People think of, Vegas as a place where you just go have fun.
It works.
It's literally get up at like 6 a.m. You're at Market Center by 8. You're there until 6 p.m. Maybe you have a nice vendor or two that takes you out to a nice dinner, which we did.
Yeah, that happened. But you have to eat anyway.
Yep. You're going to eat anyway. And then you go home. It's a work trip.
Yeah.
But the point is we work really, really hard to make sure that the products align with our purpose, mission, and values, but then also meet the unique sleep needs of our customers.
Yeah. Your Shark Tank type business owners, your consultants, your bean counters of the world would say, Jeff and Ben, you have no business having 11 primary suppliers.
Yeah.
I think that's the number. None. That's just silly. And we wouldn't be Gardner's Mattress and More.
Very true.
It is silly. It is. It's work, but it's work we're committed to because it supports our mission and our purpose.
Yep.
I said earlier that, we're in the most private room in your home, and that's number 4, about respect of your home, your time and your money as though it's our own. Respect always. Respect your time, your money, and your space. We say our team's empowered to help you maximize your discounts, right? Maximize your savings. We're not going to waste your time. We have a process. It might feel a little different, but I think you're seeing we're a different, more enjoyable place. And if you can just give us that trust, we're going to guide you to the right choice. But the bedroom one is important, right? And I would just challenge you to think about, who have you invited into your own bedroom at home? I don't know, like growing up as a kid, you weren't allowed in mom and dad's room.
No.
And you're their kid.
It's true.
I'm going to create some McClure family drama here.
Uh-oh.
They've told me you're the favorite one anyway.
Oh, yeah?
You weren't even allowed. So like your two other brothers, they weren't,
I don't know that that's true. Mom and dad do listen.
That's not what Papa McClure told me. He DM'd me one day.
They love their children equally.
This guy number one. Just sorry, other two brothers there. Mark and Andy.
I was the first.
Well, that's why you're number one. That's what they told me. Anyway, I digress. But think about that. So the respect of your time, your money, and your home is really important. And what I think another little layer of the onion here is, it's hard work to employ a delivery crew who wants to deliver mattresses. It's not really a career most aspire to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we employ great people who buy in to what we're doing here and the impact and change that we have. And then we in turn support what they love about our community. So when one of our delivery drivers, his spouse has a charity that's doing something, what was the name of that?
Seeds. We had them on the show last year.
And we wrote them a check.
Yep.
Okay. And we employ that crew, and we background check that crew, and they have to have a safe driving record, and they have to meet our standards because they're in your private bedroom. And I think that's important to think about, who you let in your home and who you buy from and who comes into your home.
We see it. We mentioned our reviews earlier. We see it in our reviews, that the delivery team was exceptional. They were great. They were personable. Like, there's words that our customers use to describe our delivery team. And, in a lot of ways, they are the last point of contact with our business until they purchase again, right? It's that last kind of face-to-face contact with us. So ensuring that is a smooth process is a key part of our goal here. And, really part of the experience that there's Sean. John is no longer an employee with us, but we've replaced John with Evan. And our team is just fantastic. We can't say enough great things about the service that they provide in your home.
Yeah. And John just moved on to bigger things.
Yep.
And that's cool.
That's all right.
We're here to do that. We've got, John Hockley was on the show a couple of weeks back.
That's right.
He worked with us at one point, and we were happy to have him move on to where he is with Weaver Associates now. So that's not an indictment on John that he's not with us anymore. He just moved on to bigger, better things.
That's right.
That's perfectly fine. We're happy to be a part of that, a part of his journey there. But there's our team. We're really proud of them. Get to know them there. And you see who you're going to work with, and you see who's going to be in your home. We'll have to get Evan up here soon.
That we absolutely do. So
at any rate, let's move on to the next one, number 5. We can bring that up on screen. As hopefully you're seeing how purpose is the umbrella, mission is the kind of the thing you peer into, and then the values prop everything up. So number 5, happiness guaranteed, and there's no exceptions to that. So this is our wake up happy guarantee.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of ways that you can define happiness, but we literally have a guarantee that we want you to be happy. We want you to achieve happy morning wake ups every morning. And we guarantee that. So every purchase, unless it was a closeout purchase or something like that, comes
You'll know the
absolutely. Comes with our 120 night wake up happy comfort guarantee. Obviously we will do the best we can, like we've talked about, with our process, with our, guiding you to the mattress that's going to best fit your sleep needs here. But, we don't get it right every time. And you as a consumer don't get it right every time. That's every time. That's okay. The Wake Up Happy Comfort Guarantee is kind of your safety net to ensure that, hey, if this first one that we tried doesn't work out, we'll help you try again and, hit a home run the second time.
Yep.
We don't want you to be uncomfortable. We don't want you to wake up with pain every morning. If the first mattress didn't meet those sleep needs, we'll let you come in. We'll invite you back in. You'll work with our sales manager. Drew handles this process, but we want to make sure that happy morning wake ups are achieved, that you're getting the rest and renewal for your body that we talked about at the top of the show. Just saying that we like you to be happy is not something we can just say and not follow up with. So, pick wrong the first time. We'll try again with our happiness guarantee.
Yep. We have to move this along.
I just noticed the time as well.
I know these in-studio shows just go fast, which is what Lancaster Connects is becoming, which is great.
We need Chris to put something on the screen that's like, "Hey guys,"
yeah, like warning, shut up, move it on. All right, I think we're on number 6. We only have 8.
We're getting there.
Referable experiences. I feel this one's coming through, right? Based on where our goal is to be the most joy, happy-filled purchase. The thing you love most about your home is your mattress. That's what creates a referable experience. We want to deliver that tell a friend experience, and I think you'll see that in our reviews, especially our handwritten ones. We point blank ask, have we earned the right of a referral? And I think that's the highest honor a business can have. Yeah, a purchase is necessary, but a referral only happens. A trusted referral, I believe, only happens when you're a customer. Because you've had that firsthand experience. So you have now the person. We want to be your mattress guy. I got a guy. We want to be Gardner to be that guy. That's number 6, create those referable experiences.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no greater feeling. Well, there's a lot of great feelings as a business owner, but to know that one customer said something to their neighbor, their coworker, their family member, like we've earned that level of trust with them for them to say, "Hey, these guys know what they're doing. You don't need to go anywhere else, waste your time. Go to Gardner's."
Yep.
There's that goosebump moment.
You got him?
I got him.
Awesome. All right. Number 7, as Ben's goosebumps settle down.
There it is. Yep. Success. Oh, I just combined 2 words. Oh my gosh.
Like watching her.
Yeah. Significance over success. This, shifting from success to significance. And we kind of touched on this a little bit before. Taking mattress transactions, interactions with customers, again, customers investing in a new mattress with us and turning that into transformation, doing something more with our business than just padding a bank account, right? Or padding a pocket. Giving back to the community is something that we feel extremely strong about. And again, there's people out there that need our help. And whether it's the charities and nonprofits that we highlight on this show, or a great organization like Off the Streets, taking some of the success we have here at Gardner's and doing something significant with it, that's extremely important. And it really frames everything that we do.
Yep.
It really does.
Let's bring up number 8. And as we do that, I've learned over the years, there's meaning in a lot of things. We have 8 core values. A lot of companies, I think, a lot of people might defer to 3 or 4 or 5.
Right.
Just easier to remember. But if you think about 8, and you think about like north, south, east, west, I don't know that my hand worked with my words there. You got, 4 points on that compass, if you will. But then there's this way and that way that go through it. And operationally, if we're looking and making a barometer and a goal to be the best experience for a home, we're just going to have to operate deeper and have more angles of approach, more angles of connection, more angles of impact. And so that's why we've got 8. So there's meaning in everything. Everything is intentional here, and everything is sought to be overmanaged. We don't claim to be perfect. We certainly endeavor to be perfect. And you'll see in our reviews, we got some 1-star reviews. Those instances were well earned. We got off of the guidance, and that's okay. Neither of us sit here. Neither of us has said we're perfect.
Nope.
We endeavor to be perfect.
Yep.
That's our commitment. But core value number 8, pretty simple: trust earned daily, and earn that trust every day. All of these reviews, we can joke, can't remember them all because we got 608. We've got literally thousands of handwritten reviews. We've got, I don't know how many hundred on Facebook. None of that matters if we give you a 1-star experience. None of it.
No. It's we're into a, hour, almost hour 2 of our 1 hour show. We did mention that we're Lancaster's favorite mattress store, and we've been that for 16 years. And it is 100% because of the trust people have in us, and all of the things that we talk about. But we have to earn that trust every single day. If we fall flat one day, we may lose the trust of customers. So it's just something we're focused on.
Yeah.
Every day we have to re-earn that trust to be Lancaster's favorite mattress store year over year.
Yeah.
Day over day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you as somebody coming in has a 1-star or a 4-star experience or a 3-star, it doesn't matter. It's like fat lot of good it did me coming here 16 times. So what? Not good enough.
Yep.
That's what keeps me up at night. All right. So, and just while we're on this screen, I'm going to go here.
Good.
So Chris, up at the top, there we go. That word pressure. So Google and all their amazing awesomeness that is Google can't figure out that all of our customers, at least 77 reviews, have said no pressure. Okay. Remember when he said affirm? Remember when I said help guide you in your lane, not put you in a lane? That's what I'm talking about. No pressure. A no pressure experience. When there's no pressure, there's joy, there's happiness. You're going to love working with us. And my goal being the number one thing you've bought and invested in your home. For some reason, and I've talked with somebody at Google. They can't figure this out.
You got to get to Mr. Google.
Yeah, Mr. Google. They can't figure this out. But when you read the reviews, it's in there. And again, I just coming off of number 8, trust earned daily. I wanted to say that it is a no pressure experience here, and put us to the test. Put us to the test. Be number 609 by the time you might get here and pick it up, or number 613. Be the person that writes the 1200th handwritten review. Put us to that test, please, because we want to make that happen for you, because that means you'll have had a great purchase experience with us and you'll be welcomed to the family.
Love it.
So that's a long show. We're a little in overtime.
That's all right. It's our show.
Yeah, I mean, I think my sleep better tip for you will be a shameless self-plug to just simply say, if you want to sleep better, get our book. We'll mail it to you. Gardner's mattressandmore.com/sleep-better. But if you want to sleep better, I believe after our hour plus together here today, the preponderance of evidence would lead you to believe that Gardner's is the place to do that. And so please just come visit us and put us to that test. And we'd love to earn your business, earn your trust. You got to know us a little deeper here today. But we'll make that deposit into our relationship first, and we'll give you our Sleep Better book, chock full of great sleep tips, sleep habits, the ways to think about sleep. We'll give that to you for free.
Great stuff. So this review testimonial time for Gardner's Mattress and More, 830 Plaza Boulevard. We had it up here on the screen. You referenced it. This review that came in recently from our customer named Julie. She shouted out Drew. Drew's provided her with numerous fantastic experiences here at Gardner's. But I'll just read the last statement she wrote in her, nice email or nice review here. This is our 4th purchase with Gardner's. We referenced that earlier. And the service they offer has been exceptional every time, which goes to many of the values that we were talking about here. It's been exceptional every time. I don't even think about going anywhere else. I would highly recommend Gardner's Mattress and More. So, again, it's not something we just say here on a show and we put on a wall and we talk to our team about. It's something we live and breathe every single day, re-earning that trust and making sure that every single experience, whether it's a purchase of a metal bed frame or purchase of a $10,000 mattress and everything in between, that everybody has the same level of care and experience here with their investment at Gardner's.
Yep, that's right.
So thank you, Julie. Thank you for your business 4 times.
Yes.
And your kind words.
Yep. And thank you to you, our community, for allowing our business to be successful. We'll earn that trust continuously, and we'll be here for the rest of this President's Day holiday. Gardner's mattressamore.com/sales. Amazing vendor specials and our Gardner's sales going on. You can stack those promotions. Our team will help you navigate those discounts and maximize them. We have our free luxury 7-day travel voucher that comes complimentary with purchases $29.99 or more. We've got 48 months, no interest financing. Whatever, that number Ben referenced of $10,000, that's a real number.
Yeah.
It's not a fit for everybody, but for those that it is, it's great. But I would just put forth, it's a lot nicer to keep $10,000 of your money and use about $225 of our money each month, interest free. That's what 48 months gets you on that purchase. It's very attainable, very achievable. And that's out there. So lots of great specials going on, and we'd love for you to take advantage of them this month. And next week, we've got a great show. We'll see you next week, Monday at 2:00. Have a great rest of your President's Day week. Take care.